Merry Christmas, boys. Nom 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 noms. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Hi, babies. Come on, Pea Snow. No, you've already had your extras, Mr. Snow. Don't do the cute and cuddly like a puppy dog. You walk over there and wag your tail like, look at me. Put some food here. So silly goose. Good morning, babies. See if our interest is in hay or in mamas. 50-50. I know you two want your mama. Yes. They're like, but we have hay now, so we don't really need our mamas. You do need your mommies. I mean, not really, to be honest. They're well past needing their moms by any stretch. I'm gonna come get you. Don't be over dramatic. Don't be over dramatic. Are you serious? Get off the gate so you don't hurt yourself. Goodness. What? All your mamas are out. They're just not feeding you because they'd rather eat. Good morning, my beautiful angel. Good morning. Goodness. Seriously? Oy, oy, oy. She's a big girl. She's a big girl. This will be a battle to the death, these two. They'll either be civil or it'll be ugly. Nothing in that, baby. I'm sorry. I forgot to put it away. All right, guys. Okay, drama fixed a little bit. So, yesterday was our last day with Mia. That's why you guys did not get a video. I was up slightly before 6, but I was making... That's not how we claim ownership to things. Are you serious? You got up there to pee on the cart and poop on the cart? Just nothing. No humility. Nothing. Just peed on it and walked off like this is my cart now. Gotta love them. Freaking goats. You gonna get up in there and jostle a little bit, Miss Cookie? Well, that didn't work, did it? Well, she's heavy. You're not gonna... Okay, well. Queen it up. I'm just waiting for her to find her mom standing in front of her. There you go. There she is. Oh, I was up and moving at 6. Got over here. Took care of the goats. This is coming off of a... Let me go back a little bit further. Friday, we had a show in Sunbury. Sunbury Sizzling Sounds. The show coordinator was amazing. Everything about the show was amazing. The setup, the whole coordination effort was perfect. Spot on. There was someone there to greet us when we got there. Tell us where to unload. The instructions were out there. Here's where you unload. You'll meet X person. They'll show you to your spot. Boom, done. In, setup, 20 minutes. Go park the car. Unfortunately, the show itself produced very, very little. And it was a shot we took. And it's very hard when you get an amazing show coordinator to walk away from that show. And it's not her fault. And again, it could just be the year. People were there, just nobody was buying. It was kind of an event that we don't typically do because there are rides there. And where there are rides there and street food, it's kind of like a hometown carnival. And what you get is people are coming there to hang out with their friends, ride rides, eat food, and then leave. You pick up a few stragglers that want to buy some stuff. There were plenty of vendors there to sell items. We were well spread out. It was very limited on the number of, there was one soap table there that had, there were supposed to be 2 of us there. She didn't show up, but there was another soap table there that, she only had like 20 bars on the table and she didn't have any overstock or anything. So it was weird. I don't know what the deal was with that. I didn't talk to him. But anyway, you just gotta hit a girl sometimes, huh? Freaking Tic Tac. She's a silent killer, man. Little ninja is what she is. You're so beautiful, though. You're so beautiful. What? You're so grouchy. We had the option to stay. The vendors were able to leave at 5 or stay until 11. And pretty much everybody was in the same boat. So by 6 p.m., people were really starting to just tear down and leave. The 5 o'clockers that were there until 5, they were gone. They were out. When a show tears down that fast, it's because nobody was doing well generally. So we kind of got out of there. And but baby, she's right inside. You know where she is. You're such silly potatoes. Miss Whisper. Whisper, you're the loudest one of Mochi's kids. You know that, right? And you were named Whisper. Hi, beauty. Tappy. You're going to have to be friends with me if you're going to stay here. I don't know why. So we came back here. Got everything ready for... Oh, it also rained on us a couple times. We had just got everything in the truck and started driving. That's not your mom. You can't just steal milk from Mama Frosty. She kicked you right in the face. I'm squirrel mode today, guys. It has been a long weekend. Came back here, got me all packed up, took care of a bunch of stuff. Did what we had to do. Got ready for the next morning, got up at 6. Got out at 6, up before 6, out at 6. Got over here, took care of the girls, packed the truck back up. I couldn't leave anything in the truck because of the rain. By the time we got home on Friday night, it had... When we have Mia with us, we have to pack the truck differently. And some of the stuff has to go in the back, like our chairs, the big box, obviously the tent and weights. And I ran over here. I didn't see rain on the radar, but they were just massive pop-ups all day. The sun is shining full and bright, but it's raining. Very weird. I mean, it is like full-on sunshine. Pouring down rain. Huh? It is an oven in here. It's like feels like 90-ish, and it's raining. And we had a pop-up, and I was standing in this barn, and it was deafening. The rain was deafening. Like, you could not hear yourself think in this barn. And so I knew everything in the back of the truck was soaked. So I finished up here, went over there, got the chairs out. They were soaked. We had to sit on those the next morning. So I took the air hose to them and blew all the water off of them and blew all the water out of the fabric and sat them under the fan and let them dry out. They were nice and dry. And then yesterday was up at 6, load the truck, head out to the show. Got there, set up. It was a sunflower festival at Lind Fruit Farm, which they've only been doing for a couple of years. And it unfortunately was a situation where the guests we were set up in an area where they had to choose to come over to the craft vendors, and that just was not happening. Maybe 25% of the people were coming, maybe 25, that's probably high. Maybe 25% of the people were coming to the craft show, and basically nobody was buying. There were only, I think, about 10 or 12 of us there. So we were all just chit-chatting, and, you know, it got down to the point where everybody was like, I've made 3 sales. And somebody was like, I've only made 1. I think we made like 5 sales. So that wasn't there either. Fortunately, both the shows over the weekend were $25 to get in. And it was something sometimes you got to take a chance on a new show and jump in there and get in there. And if it's amazing, then you go back next year. And it's contemplations. It's always, you know, business decisions, thinking about what you saw, what happened, why it happened. I think she's going to move the show out the actual event itself was put on by Lynn, and then she was coordinating the craft event. I really need a better word for craft. It's most of the craft people that are just fly by night have really gone under. I don't say that in a bad way or a mean way, but they have really not survived the 2020 through 2024 situation. I don't see very many new people out there that are just dipping their toe in craft events. It's kind of been weeded down to legitimate businesses that are showing up. So I need a better word for that. But we were there from 10 to 3 or 9 to 3. And the fruit farm itself, they had the sunflower picking. It's kind of like Coshocton Sunflower Festival. If you guys watch that, people pay to get in, and then they go cut their sunflowers, and they go and have food and listen to the music, and it's just an experience. And people are really, really getting into going to events like that for the experience of doing something. And it was about the experience, and they had it open all day to come pick your sunflowers, but they weren't actually kicking off their event with live music and whatever else they had planned for the event until 4 p.m. And we were done at 3 p.m. Now for us, unfortunately, we had to leave at 3 p.m. It had really just kind of started picking up. We were seeing lots of people coming over to the craft area, to the sales area, to the vendor area, and people were starting to make sales. However, we had to drive Mia home yesterday. So we had a hard stop at 3. So up at 6 to the show, leave the show at 3, come back here, unload the truck, load all of Mia's stuff in the truck, and then we had it was about 4 o'clock when we left here, and we had a 3 hours and 40, I think it was 3 hours and 49 minute drive one way. And so we hit a lot of traffic, we hit a lot of construction. I want to know what's wrong with Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure Pennsylvania, if y'all live in Pennsylvania, just let me know. They slow all the roads down. This is my opinion. They slow all the roads down to force you to get on the toll road so that they can make that money off of you getting on the toll road. Because every other single road you drive on is like 55 or 45 miles an hour. Every part of that road is Interstate 70, is 70 miles an hour. As soon as you roll into West Virginia on 470, it's like 70 or 65. As soon as you hit Pennsylvania, 55. I think they set up all these fake construction zones. They have these construction zones. They have you slowed down. They have speeding fines doubled. But there's no work happening. There's no cones. There's no people. There's nothingness. And I think they're just set up for double ticketing. So when you get a ticket for speeding in a construction zone, it's double the fine. And it's infuriating driving through Pennsylvania. And so your best option is just to get on the toll road so you can actually go 75 miles an hour. And so we took her, dropped her off. We got there. It was about 8:30 by the time everybody met. 8:45 by the time we left there. Got back here about 12:30 this morning. Came over here, took care of goats, bunnies, chickens. So about 1:30 this morning. So from 6 a.m. Sunday morning to about 1:30 this morning was just straight up craziness. So here I am now. I hope I'm not boring you with this long story. I don't want to come back with a video that's incredibly boring, but that was kind of our day. Me and I had a nice walk around Mia and I call her Mimi or me, had a nice walk around the sunflower field, took some videos, so I'll put that up here. And I'm tired. I had way too much coffee. I could not get to sleep last night. So I was up until about almost 3 a.m. waiting for the coffee to wear off. I did not want to, fall asleep driving through the mountains of Pennsylvania, because that's terrifying. Anyway, so that's that. I think that's it. I'm not going to get close because I don't want you to wander off. Hi. I hope you're doing okay, my baby. I really hope you are. All right. Here's our little bit of videos from yesterday. And, well, a couple more pictures and stuff. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. This is H's favorite dog. Hi. Gary. Hi, Gary. Alright, what does your shirt say?
Mama's expensive little bestie.
Mama's expensive little bestie. Alright, this is...
Shein.
The word is Shein.
No, it's Shein.
Aye. So, we are at the Lind Fruit Farm. Sunflower something or another. I don't know. We're set up over there in their tents. Zoom there. That didn't really help.
Yeah, we'll show you.
This is what was it called? The Lindiana Jones corn maze or something. So they'll do the corn maze in the fall once the corn's all over here. So once the corn is done for the season and browns out, they'll cut the corn maze. They have the tower up there so they can spot people if they get lost. They have this huge kids park over there. It looks like a fantastic venue. Unfortunately, the weather has taken a bit of a turn. It's very, very chilly. It's pretty cold, isn't it? This is our last video.
Look how pretty the sunflowers are.
So this is where we are today, and there is nobody here. And we'll be here until 3, and then we're doing a go home.
I mean, you never know. It's
Here, go get in that chair. It is morning. That's true.
It is morning, so so it might be busier later.
Maybe from like noon to 3. It ends at 3. We have to leave at 3. It's just a corn fly. It's not going to bite you. It might, but it won't hurt. Probably. Snap a picture of that. I thought you were doing a dance move. You were hiding from a bee. No, get off. So, I was up at 6 this morning, 6 a.m. Took care of the goatees. Where were you? Where were you when I was taking care of the sleeping? Loaded the truck. Where were you when I loaded the truck? Sleeping. Left the house. We'll do this. We'll leave here. We'll get back home about 4:15. We're going to stuff some food in this one. And then we're going to do 7-hour round trip. Drop you off. So we will be home by the time we do gas and restroom breaks. We'll probably be home around 12:30, 1 a.m.
It will be very late.
It's pretty cool. This is a massive field. Oh, there's the tall ones.
We have not been that long.
I know we haven't been walking that long.
I thought you were trying to take a break on my dad.
No. It is beautiful out here, though. Flat part of Ohio you can see for miles. That is a big swing. Is it a standing swing or a sitting swing?
It's gonna be hard to swing yourself.
If you fall, I laugh.
Just get on.
After I check on you.
Always go back and then jump on.
Booyah. So we used to live down the road from here. You saw that southwest plane. Our house was in the turn zone. They would come into Columbus International. They would bank. They would bank at our house. They would make a turn above our house, and they were already flying low because we were. Yeah.
Should we go down that way and then see the rest of the way?
We were very close to the airport, relatively speaking, from as the crow flies. The planes would bank above our house and then head towards the airport. And it was obnoxious. 12 years of planes banking over our house drove me crazy. And now it's so incredibly quiet where we are now.
Except when I'm here.
Except when you're here. You got that right. Those are tall, Mia.
Oh, those
10
are
foot, probably around 10 foot.
Tall.
Yeah.
Those are not.
All right, well,
those are way bigger.
I'm gonna cut this off here. We're gonna take a walk in the field and see what we can see. It's a wood wall. Oh, wait, do it again. Ta. Okay. Well, at least it's not hot today.
We'll stop it here, and then if we see anything else cool, we will
Okay.
let you guys know.
Sounds good.